Hello everyone, welcome to Oliveboard. My name is Dinkar and I welcome you all in this session. I hope everybody is doing great, feeling healthy and fine. Once again, welcome to the previous year question and explanation series. As you all know that here we are taking some of the questions that has been asked in the previous year of the RBI Grade B examination, and then we are giving you the MCQs on that, and then after that we are providing them the explanation of all these questions. So today we will be discussing regarding the management. Okay, management topics are there. So under management we have the topic that is called organizational behavior and organizational change. So under that, some questions that has been asked in the previous year question paper that we'll be discussing today. So let's see the question. So the question number one is, which of the following are the type of perpetual errors? Okay, perpetual errors. So whether it is stereotyping error, halo effect, selective perception, projection, or all of the above. For this, the answer of this is 5. That is all of the above. These all are the perpetual errors. Okay, so what is the meaning of perpetual error? So whenever we talk of the perpetual error, that means here people generally use several shortcuts when they judge the people. Okay, so this is like a small way of judging the people, right? So they are just taking the some of the important factors, and then they are just simply judging based on the small shortcuts way of judging any people. So perpetual error means whenever you are using the shortcut methods in order to judge the people. So there are various type of way in which you are judging the people, like selective perception is there, right? So we cannot sometimes observe everything about somebody. Okay, so we have some kind of selective perception towards that person, right? Then there is a halo effect. Halo effect means like we have a tendency to judge the people only based on a single trait. Okay, we select only single trait, and then we select like what is that person is all about, right? So we do not normally consider all the traits of that person, and we just focus on single trait. Okay, whether that is good trait or a bad trait, we can call it as favorable or unfavorable trait. Okay. Then we have a kind of a trait. Then we have another type of perpetual error that is called stereotyping. That means you are generalizing something. Stereotyping, when people say that you are being stereotyped, that means you are like that only, this only. Okay, so like grouping something on a particular set, even if you are not belonging to that type of trait, still you are being generalized. That is called stereotyping, right? Then contrast effect. So we do not evaluate a people in an isolation, right? So never in that whenever we are putting a person in an isolation, we are not judging over there. Okay, contrast error occur when we evaluate characteristics of a person with other people. It happens all the time in a job. Okay, contrasting effect, like when we are comparing one person to the other person, it is not like that we have kept one single person and we are analyzing that person. No, we are keeping two person over there, and we are analyzing like what is the characteristics of this person and what is the characteristics of the other person. Okay, so this is like a comparison that has been done. Then projections. Okay, here we have a tendency of the people to see their own trait in other people. So if I have some kind of trait, then I myself see somebody is having the trait as what I am having. Okay, so like if there is an honest man, then I will find everybody as an honest person, right? Like that. So that is a projection, but it is not always true, right? So again, it is a shortcut method. Then impression. So the first impression is the last impression as the concept came. So if one time somebody comes to me and say that, sir, you are looking very good. Okay, so I just feel that, oh, this person is like providing me a good kind of impression. So in the starting only I have got an impression like he is a very good person, right? Even that person is not of that good category, right? So in the first impression only he has made a last impression on me. Okay, this might sometimes lead to a kind of a distortion in the error, right? So like first bench student are called disciplined and intelligent. Oh, it has a perception impression like those people who are sitting in the first bench, they are very disciplined, they are very intelligent. All the last people and the people who are sitting in the back benches, they are undisciplined and weak. But this is just like an impression that we create. So whenever, like if the teacher enters, if the teacher enters in the classroom, he or she finds that people sitting in the first row are intelligent and disciplined, and people sitting in the back benches are students who are undisciplined and weak. So this is like an impression that they have created. Okay, so in that situation, perpetual errors happen. Okay, now a paragraph based on organizational behavior, the concept of organizational justice. So this is regarding the organizational justice. So organizational justice focuses on how employee judge and behavior of the organization and how this behavior is related to employee attitude and behavior regarding the firm. Organizational justice consists of three main forms: distributive justice, procedural justice, and interactional justice. Okay, so now based on that, based on the organizational justice, we have few questions. So first question is, in organizational justice, production output is aligned with what? The production output is aligned with compensation. Okay, the more and more compensation, the more and more output they are going to give from their own side. Then which type of justice relate to the employee input to appropriate reward and output? Okay, which type of justice? So we have studied three type of justice are there, right? Distributive, procedural, and what is the third one? Sorry, I'm not getting. Yeah, the third one is distributive, procedural, and interactional, right? Sorry. Yeah, so which of the following justice relate to the employee input to appropriate reward system? So that is called your distributive justice system, right? So what is this organizational justice all about? Okay, so here the employee is doing a perception about the fairness at a workplace. So you are working at some place at a workplace, so here you are checking how much fair that workplace is for me, whether I am being treated properly, whether I am getting proper compensation or not. Okay, so the employee perceive their workplace as fair if they can improve the work environment, and because of that there is more productive organization. And the organizational justice is lacking when there is a employees having lack of trust. Okay, whenever the employee is having trust, then it is called a good fair workplace, and the employee is not having a trust in the leadership, so the people, the organization will be called as organizational justice is lacking. So this organizational justice theory works on the equity theory. Equity theory means if I am getting something here, my peer should be getting same at other places, right? Equity theory. So where the employees keeps on comparing. Employees compare their position with the same level of the peers, and then they check whether the outcome is good or not, right? So the idea by saying that worker make this judgment as well and impact their trust. If I am a manager in manager 1 and there is a manager 2, I am working in ABC company, this person is working in XYZ company. Okay, I am having 7 years of experience, manager 2 is also 7 years of experience, and if manager 1 is getting rupees 1 lakh, okay, and manager 2 is getting 1.5 lakh, then I will find that the system is not fair. Okay, right? So I will find that the justice is not being done to me. So comparison, input and output comparison, right? So three types of organizational justice are there: distributive justice, procedural justice, and interactional justices are there. Three types of justice are there. Now, what is the meaning of distributive justice? So here, whenever we are talking about the distributive justice, here the employee believes that outcomes are equitable. It is normally related to monetary compensation. Monetary compensation it is related to, right? Then we have a procedural justice. So here in the procedural justice, we are focusing on the fairness of the decision making, like how fair the decision has made, because of that which leads to the outcome. Okay, I should not feel that I have been somebody has done biasing with me and other people are getting unnecessary advantages, right? Then interactional justice, fairness of decision making treatment. So interactional justice focuses on way in which the individual is treated when decision is made. Okay, so first of all is regarding the fairness, and here the way the decision is taken, right? Now the next paragraph is on dash refers to the action in which company or businesses alter a major component of its organization, such as its culture, the underlying technologies or infrastructure it uses to operate, or its internal process. So what is the meaning of this dash A? Now, which of the following will replace the blank A as mentioned in the above passage? Personality, organizational behavior, organizational change, perception, or none of the above? So obviously the answer is organizational change. Whenever we are doing any changes in the organization, whether it's culture or anything, we are doing organizational change, right? Now, What is the name of the second stage of the Lewin's model? Okay, Lewin's model is having three stages. What is the name of the second stage? Whether it is called change, charge, unfreeze, freeze, or refreeze. So answer of this question is change. Okay, so first of all, unfreeze, then change, then refreeze. That means if you wanted to do any change, first of all, unfreeze previous changes. Then whatever changes needed, do that changes, and then when the changes is done, then refreeze it and again utilize this process what you have changed over there. Okay. Now, organizational change management, here companies wanted to change or they can alter their business or any kind of component, whatever they wanted to alter, whatever they wanted to change. Okay. So there are various three major phases are there: preparation, then implementation, and follow through. Right? First of all, you prepare like what kind of changes has to be done. Then you do that changes, and once the changes is done, then you start following those changes. Right? So what causes organizational change? Many factors are there. If there is any kind of new leadership is coming, they think that anything needs to be changed within company or departments, right? Then if there is any change in the team structure, they can do the change in the team structure. If any new technology is coming, then they have to change that. Right now, chat GPT has come, right? So there is a overhaul is required for various new technologies incursion. Then if there is a new business model is there, like earlier you are following some kind of business model, but you think that business model is not working properly, so you wanted to change that business model, right? And if you wanted to have a smooth transition of any of the places, like if you wanted to change or management processes or anything, so a smooth transition is also required. So how many type of organizational change are there? Two type: adaptive change and transformational change are there. Okay, so under the adaptive change, here upgrades their computer. That is the example that I'm giving. Okay, you have Windows 9, you are converting into Windows 10. And what about the transformational change? Here you are adopting a totally revolutionizing the way, transforming you are doing. Okay, like if you are doing some new customer management software you are putting, then you are expecting that all your employees and everybody should learn the same thing. Okay, so adaptive change are smalls, right? Slowly increasing. Transformation changes are at a larger scale. Okay, at a larger scale, right? So why is organizational change management is important? Because if you are doing the organizational change, it will help you to succeed and grow. Because if you are not changing, then you are lagging behind with your peers, and your peers will take the lead and you will be remaining, because you will be utilizing the old fashioned things. Right? So what is the role of the manager in the organizational change? Whenever we talk of the role of the organizational, obviously manager has all the role, because manager have to take care. It is a assisting with the change. Role is in assisting. If any work is there, they help in the assisting of anything, right? Many staff members, they have very heavy duty, senior level have longer tenure. Okay, everybody has their own work and they perform different tasks at different level. So this is regarding the Lewin change model. Okay, first in the Lewin change model, you have to do unfreeze, you do the change, and then you refreeze. Right? So first of all, you analyze like what changes required. Okay, you recognize the need, you determine what is need to be changed, then you start replacing the thing. Okay, if there is any kind of old behavior, you convert it to a new behavior. Okay, then manage the understanding. Then after that, once you have understood everything, you start changing the thing. Okay, that is a implementation phase is this. Okay, plan the changes, implement the changes, help employees to learn the things what are there. Okay, once people start learning when the change is going on, and once everybody have been able to start doing these changes, then you refreeze the thing. Refreeze means that is the set rule now, keeping it as a set rule. Now everybody will be following these new rules. Okay, changes are reinforced, changes are integrated, new way of sustained changes, and at the last you'll be celebrating the success. Okay, so this is the Lewin change model is all about. Unfreeze means first stage change the involved preparing organization to accept the changes that are necessary. Okay, once you have selected that these changes are necessary to do, then you unfreeze the thing. Okay, the new the model has to be unfreeze in order to inculcate the new changes and new way of working. And once people start working properly, then you freeze those things with the new changes. Okay, so these are the Lewin's model, three-stage model. Okay, guys. So this is all for today, and I'll be coming out with the new videos with more MCQs in the next class. So thank you so much, and please subscribe to Oliveboard, and at the same time, please like the session. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care and good day.